Welcome to Time Travel Tuesday. My name is Emery and we're bringing you another historic recipe from Billings Farm and Museum. This week our focus is on Victory Gardens, so we're giving Fanny Farmer a bit of a break, and we're using a cookbook we found online called Wheatless and Meatless Days, printed in 1918 during the time of World War I. Wheatless and meatless because all of the extra wheat and meat went over to support our troops fighting in Europe. This week we're making a sweet treat. It's called an oat wafer. You can find the recipe on our website, but let me walk you through some of the ingredients that I've measured out today. We have 1 cup of rolled oats, 1 egg, a tablespoon of butter. The recipe calls for any fat you wish, so if you are dairy-free you can use coconut oil. We have a 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and for flavor, a little teaspoon of vanilla extract. The first step in the recipe is to beat an egg till it's nice, light, and fluffy. They would have used a wire whisk, but to save a little time, I'm going to use an electric mixer. So we just beat our egg. As you can see, it's really nice, light, and fluffy, and very airy. So the next step is to add our sugar, baking powder, and spice mixture. We're gonna add it very slowly and in little stages, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some in and then mix it around. You're gonna keep adding just a little bit at a time and mixing until all of your sugar is incorporated. So I just finished adding my sugar, spice, and baking powder mixture. This is what it looks like. The mixture gets a little bit stiffer, which is exactly what you're looking for. The last step in the recipe is to add all of the remaining ingredients all at the same time and mix it in until it gets fully incorporated. So I went ahead and melted my butter. I'll add that in right now. Make sure you get it all out of the pan. And then add in your vanilla and your rolled oats. And just gently give it a nice stir all around so all of the oats get coated with the egg mixture, the fat gets mixed in evenly, and as well as your vanilla. Now once you're finished mixing, we are going to pour our oat batter into a really well greased little cake pan. It's about 8 by 8. So go ahead and do that. And you're going to spread the mixture pretty evenly over the bottom because you don't want one section being lumpy or too thin in the pan because it won't cook very evenly. So using our spatula, we're going to spread it around as even as we can. And then once you're finished, we are going to bake it in a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Our oat wafer will get nice and golden brown and get very crispy. So the smell in this kitchen is absolutely incredible right now because our oat wafers have just come out of the oven. Before they cool completely, we are going to take a pie cutter, or I would avoid a sharp knife, but anything that will give you a straight line, and sort of go around the edges to remove any sticking, and then mark our oat squares. Marking the square just means sort of cutting it or making lines to cut it into a square. So I'll go ahead and just make a couple of lines. Try to get down to the bottom of the pan. Other direction. And then give that maybe 1 or 2 more minutes to cool, and then you can fully remove the oat squares before they get completely hard and cooled off. As you can see, our oat squares have come out of the pan and made it to the plate. I should say all except one because they just look so delicious that I had to eat it, and it tastes just as amazing as they look. So I hope you and your family enjoy making the oat wafer recipe. If you have any questions about this video, please leave it in the comments below, and we will see you back next week for Time Travel Tuesday.